March Madness doesn't hit full swing here in Indy for a couple more weekends, but one big game today getting a lot of attention from fans all over the state. Brad Brown has a look at the latest matchup between IU and Purdue.
Mackey Arena may not be nearly as intimidating when it's nearly empty, but home court advantage of any kind didn't seem to matter. The gap between Purdue and IU remains evident. The Boilermakers are simply the better team. 8 straight wins now over Indiana, 67-58 the latest result. Early in Saturday's game, it was more of what we've seen from Purdue most of the season. Sasha Stefanovic, in his final game at Mackey, knocked down a couple of early threes. Purdue stacked up a 12-point lead just 12 minutes in.
It just shows this league's really tough, and it doesn't matter who you're playing or anything, but no, there was no added extra pressure or anything like that. It's going to be a tough game against them, and I thought we struggled here and there, but I thought we did a good job of, winning ugly.
IU's shooting struggles continue. It's clearly not just a phase. The Hoosiers have not shot the ball well for at least the past month. Just 29% in the first half, 1 of 13 from three-point range. Al Durham was about the only energy on offense for IU. They trailed 29-20 at halftime.
They stop us from scoring when we're getting stops. If we're getting stop after stop after stop after stop and you can't score, at some point you cave in. We haven't caved in, even in our last 2 games. Really love to stay in with it, love our attitude. I think we've played 2 of our hardest fought games in our last 2 road games defensively, and guys are battling hard. So we keep that going here. We're going to find a way to break back through, but at some point we're going to have to make some open shots.
Purdue's got a couple of freshmen that are a problem for any opposition at this point. Jaden Ivey brings a spark to the Boilers every minute he's on the floor. You could make the argument he's been the team's most valuable player in the back end of the season. 17 points in this latest win.
Trying to get in a rhythm, offensively as well as defensively, and my teammates, I felt that they did a good job of that, and I just took what was open for me, and I tried to make the right plays and put my teammates in a position to make a play.
And then there's 7'4" Zach Edey. IU had little to offer in the way of defending him, and as his minutes add up, Edey is starting to figure that out. Scored a game-high 20 points. A couple of late putbacks helped seal the game for Purdue.
I've gone through it. I was struggling at the beginning of the season, kind of came into it at the end, and I'm really coming into my own now. So I feel like I've worked for it. If the team trusts me, I know I can be reliable.
He's just kept getting better and kept working. Other day after practice, he stays and works on things, and he puts in extra time, and I think that's really our whole team. Our whole team puts in a lot of extra time on their game, not just him. So that's really the key, in my opinion.
So whatever slim chances IU may have of making the NCAA tournament may have faded here this afternoon, but the irony of it being that it would likely involve them landing in a first 4 game and perhaps right back here at Mackey Arena, a place where they haven't won in 8 years. As for Purdue, the win guarantees them a double bye in the conference tournament with a top 4 finish in the Big Ten. The pairings and matchups for those games will be announced coming up on Sunday. At West Lafayette, Brad Brown, WRTV Sports.
All right, Brad, thank you. The school's women's teams also played today in Bloomington. That game went into the favor of IU, 74-59. Mackenzie Holmes led Indiana with 26 points. The Hoosiers set a record by getting their 16th Big Ten win. Both teams will be here for the conference tournament next week. The women's games start Tuesday at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Purdue plays on Wednesday, Indiana on Thursday.